Hey everybody, it's time to swing with Still Swinging, and I'm your host, Thomas. And today, family, we got my girl Kendra G up. As always, family, you know I ain't seen much of this, maybe 15, 20 seconds of it. Look, she on the same planet with us, fellas. She looking for herself a man. Let's see if we can help her out.
Where you calling us from, honey?
Maryland.
Maryland. How old are you?
38.
38. What you do for a living, boo?
I don't work anymore, but I went to school for nursing and hair.
Okay. How do you pay your bills?
I'm financially stable at the time.
Okay. Do you have any kids?
I do.
How many kids?
3. One which is deceased, my oldest.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Sorry that your child passed away. How old are your living children?
18 and 17.
Okay. Are all your kids by the same man?
Yes.
Yes. Have you ever been married?
Yes.
When did you get divorced?
Oh, maybe about 10 years plus.
Oh, okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
Libra.
All right. So we got Mona Lisa. Maybe the light is not the biggest deal. I feel like if you could just lean to the other direction, it looks okay. That's better. It was like you were leaning into the shade. So we got Mona Lisa, Maryland, 38 Libra, currently unemployed but has money saved. Mom to 3 kids. One has passed on, all by the same man. Was once married many years ago.
Twice married.
Oh, you're married twice. When was your last divorce? That was 10 years ago?
Yes.
Okay.
First thoughts, family. Not a bad looking lady, nice looking lady, ridiculous looking lady. Those lashes, all those holes in her face. She screamed rebel. She 38 years old, 3 kids, mother of 3, been married twice. She didn't say her baby daddy was one of her husbands. So listen, she from Maryland. Oh, she a no for me. She a big no. But let's just keep listening.
So married twice.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get married again?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of man you looking for, honey?
Loyal, loves companionship, and loves to be a real man, such as a provider, things of that nature, protector.
Okay. Be a real man. What's your deal breakers?
I don't like a liar. I don't like a thief. Yeah, those are pretty much it.
Girl, they talking about your lashes.
Oh, I did them myself. Thank you.
I'm sure they are. See, the women that cheer on about that, you look ridiculous. All right, listen, baby girl, where could I take you? Where could I put on my finest threads and take you and feel okay and feel like we belong? Nowhere. Fellas, that's where you gotta leave her. She a rebel. Listen, how many people told her that looked ridiculous and that she should take that? No, she one of those people who think you need to accept this. You need to accept this. She's some spoiled brat. She looked like a teenager. All right, she look. If you just look right here, fella, you would think a teenager was right here, a rebellious teenager. She's still there. She's stuck. Most men her age outgrew her already. She just don't know it. She's still looking for that bad boy. All right, that dude she's supposed to outgrow. She can't outgrow him because she can't grow up. And she 38, family. She too old to grow up. She about to be 40.
She said to myself, should he look a certain way?
No. I'm not, no.
You don't care about his looks. Okay. What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yes.
How much money should he make?
I don't know exactly how much he should make, but he should make enough to be able to be there in times of need or struggle, because I'm not a needy person, but
Listen, man, the county take care of her. All right, the government. Okay, so she ain't really tripping. She don't really have no standards because she knows she can't. She know the kind of men she get. All right, fellas, you can't go invest in nothing in this. And I know it sounds like I'm being hard, but I gotta be direct with you. I gotta be direct with you so you will see the urgency and not wasting your time here. Bro, you can't get nothing. If you make any kind of investment here, you're gonna lose. Okay, she 38 years old. She don't do nothing. She don't do nothing. Men already tried to believe in her. She been married twice. She got 3 kids, and I don't think it's by the same man. She by one of the men she was married to. So you clearly see men done tried to believe in her and failed. Look at the rebel in front of you, is what I'm telling you, family.
if I have a man and I have a problem, he should be able to handle it.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam. That's when you stand up and we see your full body.
Not sure if you can really
We
see
gotta
me.
see your legs. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, we see you, girl. Good. Mona Lisa, when was your last relationship?
2023.
It's not bad, little mama. That's not the problem. That's not the problem. All right, bro. You got some chick that she just want to run a bunch of game on you. All right, she thinks she's smarter than watch. I bet you. Just let it unfold.
2023. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
No answer.
3 flaws you have to work on.
Being demanding, um, patience, and overloving.
Overloving. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Loyalty.
Listen, bro. She one of those ladies, right, who want to tell you ridiculous stories that you ain't gonna believe. Listen, bro. She's super disrespectful. I'm telling you, you ain't gonna get nothing here. You can't get nothing out of this. All right, listen, bro. I grew up around a bunch of her.
Mm-hmm.
How do I put this? A good companion. Lady in the street. The other way around, so it goes a long way.
Okay. And you're 38. What's the age range you want to date?
Honest.
Baby girl, honestly, look, I'm looking at you and I'm telling you, if you said you a lady in the street, if you think you any kind of representation of a lady, you need to, this not this, baby girl, I say this with the utmost respect. You need to go and find out what a lady is. All right, you need to go and find out what a lady is. You shouldn't identify yourself like that until you do that. All right, I think you're capable of being a lady, but it's a difference between being a lady and being a woman. You are a woman, but a lady, that's a whole nother creature.
Honestly, love doesn't have a number to it in my mind.
Okay. Let's do it. Could the guy have kids?
Yes,
Should he be in Maryland?
I would prefer so. Yes.
Okay. So Mona Lisa, Maryland, 38, currently not working. Mom to 3 kids, 2 still living with us. We say our condolences again to your child that passed
Thank
away.
you.
Married twice. All right, honey, are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
No, can't we? I am not.
Family, I wouldn't recommend you hit her up. And you know what I'm saying? If you do, you know what it need to be. But I wouldn't recommend you make no kind of investment in here because you can only lose. You can't win. Okay, everybody, and we back swinging with still swinging, and I'm your host Thomas. And as always, family, look, we got my girl Kendra G, and I ain't saying much of it. All right, 15, 20 seconds. Look, nice looking young lady. She on the same planet with us. She looking for herself a man. Let's see if we can help her out, gentlemen.
Hi. How old are you?
I'm 38.
38. What you do for a living?
So I'm a Scrum Master, but it might as well say project management. Most people don't know what the heck a Scrum Master is.
You're a what?
A Scrum Master.
What's a Scrum Master?
So if you think about like a coach of a team, I'm the coach of a project management team. I just make sure that the wheels keep turning until the project's done.
Okay. You said coach of a what?
Project manager, or like a software development team.
Okay. So is that to say project manager?
That's fine.
Is it different?
It's a little different, but it's in the same family.
Okay.
Yep, it's in the same family.
Okay. They're telling me Scrum. I never heard of it. I guess some of them heard of it. All right, so I put Scrum Master. They've heard of your job.
Okay.
You have any kids?
No. No kids.
You ever been married?
Nope.
Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Capricorn. All right, here we go. We got Jessica, St. Louis, 38, Capricorn, no kids, never married. Scrum Master is...
First thoughts, family. Nice looking lady. Not a bad looking lady. But I seen her before. I'm telling you, I ran into her 100 times. She 38 years old. She's single. She a professional. She a really nice looking lady. It ain't no reason why she should be single. She a very forceful lady. A very forceful woman. And listen, her strong men don't get along. All right. I bet you, family, I bet you, she want me to see her as my equal and my competitor. And no, I'm not going to be challenged for every step. No, bro, she too hard work. All right. And she ain't cute enough to be that much hard work. Watch. I bet you I'm not wrong.
Good job. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
All right, so I did write this down because I'll forget.
We like that.
Okay, so I want a man that loves God. That's funny. Emotionally intelligent. Good conversationalist. That probably should have been number one. Smells good. I love a man that wears cologne. Honestly, I prefer somebody who's been to therapy or at least been on some sort of healing journey. Good communicator, works out, and likes to travel.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers. Let's see. I think I have deal breakers here. So no cigarette smokers. I cannot stand cigarette smoke. Nobody who disrespects women. Someone who also shares like my same faith belief. However you want to look at that. I'm a Christian. What else? Someone who lacks like emotional intelligence. Anybody who's like toxic, unhealed. I can't.
No toxic, unhealed people.
Brothers, let me tell you the kind of lady you got sitting in front of you. She one of those, in case you never encountered this woman before. She one of those ladies that think she gonna talk condescendingly to you, and when you buck on her, she gonna try to gaslight you and act like you crazy, and you just talk to her like that for no reason. All right, she gonna get old so fast. She nowhere near cute enough to get what she thinks she gonna put you through. But you can't tell her this. She just thinks she the business. All right, she just thinks she could the business, but every man she encounter just run away from her. Whole butt away from her. She thinks she gonna be running you under the guise that she know more than you and she smarter than you and she tripping.
Yeah.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
So I don't necessarily have like I know a lot of women get on here and they're like they have a height requirement and all that. I don't necessarily have a height requirement or anything like that. I think for me, as long as he takes care of himself. Like I'm a gym girly, so I'm in the gym quite often. So I would prefer somebody who's health conscious, who likes to work out. But yeah, other than that, like somebody who has a nice smile.
Bro, the lady needs you to be perfect. All right, she needs you to be perfect, but it's just one thing. You need to accept all her flaws, be able to deal with her. Or if you can't, when you can't deal with this, you can't handle her, and you intimidated by her. A bunch of stuff you ain't gonna care what she called it. You just want to call it her gone.
I don't really discriminate really.
Okay. Should he look a we did that. Should he make a certain amount of money?
So I don't it's hard to like put like a dollar amount on that. I think as long as they can like take care of themselves, I would say like
Bro, that's a day in the life of talking to her. You notice how she don't never want to answer the question? She thinks she can play this verbal judo with you, and it's gonna get on your nerves because she don't know who men are. We don't like all these damn challenges, especially not from our women. And think about it, just a normal, straight, simple question, bro. She thinks she need to get smarter than you on a normal, straight, simple question. All right.
between 70 and 80K at the very least.
Okay. 70, 80K. Should he be in St. Louis?
To be honest, I would prefer him be out of state. St. Louis is really small. Like it's a major city, but it's really small. Everybody knows everybody. Most people that you meet, they probably dated somebody that you know. So because I don't like to share, I would actually prefer them be out of state, and I'm actually open to relocating.
Be out of town, and she will move. Let's do.
Trust me, she would. She would move and be your worst nightmare. She will move. She is that type of woman. She would move because where she at, nobody coming nowhere near her. All right, they won't deal with her. Ain't nobody gonna put up with her. She think it's the men where she at. No, it's her. She think maybe if she broaden her horizons, men will start thinking this is okay, that her behavior is okay. They not. They not gonna put up with that. They not gonna tolerate you. And the next thing you're gonna be 48.
The Kendra G.
Okay. Let's start here, I guess.
We gotta see your legs.
Okay. Maybe I should pull you down, son.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pull it down.
Yeah. Not to pull it way down. All right.
Okay. We see you, girl. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, curvy in the right places. Jessica, what was your last relationship?
Nice looking lady, fellas. But I'm telling you, ain't gonna be enough for her to get this attitude off of you. Ain't gonna be enough. You're gonna keep looking.
I've been single since September of 2022.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
So I won't say like exactly how long it's been, but I will at least say I've not been intimate with anybody in 2025.
Okay. This year. Ain't nobody made the cut.
Nobody
Okay.
made the cut.
Okay. Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Trust me, bro, it's hard for her to get a dude thirsty enough to hang around her long. All right? Listen, she gonna have to be putting straight up. All right, because you ain't gonna hang around her long. All right, and you know you ain't gonna do this, I'm telling you.
I should wrote that down too. I would say 3 flaws that I need to work on. One, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I'll be honest about that. So that's something I'm trying to work on. I get it, but sometimes I expect perfectionism out of myself, and then in turn I expect perfectionism out of other people. So that's something I'm working on.
No, bro, she a lie. She expect perfectionism out of you. She expect a bunch of grace for her. Trust me. She don't expect perfection from herself. She just going to expect it of you and think you should go for this.
Let's see. Second one, more patience in the dating process. Like, I'm not gonna lie, because I've been single for a while. You know how it is. It's like the first sign that anybody's doing anything, you like, yeah, I can't do it, child. I can't. Like, I'm not gonna be able to do it. So I think if I could just have a little bit more patience.
Bro, that's a woman for your ass. You know it's vice versa, boys. You ain't gonna have no patience to deal with her. You not. All right, and you ain't gonna put up with her long enough to get what she got. You not. That's why she go long. Trust me, she go long times without having sex. All right, because it's hard to find men willing to deal with her in that attitude to get it long enough to get it.
Um,
Yo, she nice looking, right? She a nice looking lady. Trust me when I tell you she look better while she gone.
with people and try to get to know them, give more grace.
Okay.
Let's see. Last one. I would say going with my first mind. I think I naturally see the good in people and naturally see the good in everything. So I think sometimes just going with my first mind, because sometimes I meet people, or even if it's not even a dating situation, but I go into something and I'm like, yeah, I'm not really feeling this. But I go ahead anyway. I'm like, well, just have an open mind. And when I get to the end of it, I'm like, child, I already knew I shouldn't have did this.
Got you. Okay. Okay. Now, why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I'm really genuine, dependable,
Fair use, family. Fair use.
thoughtful, um, loyal. I think what's probably the best thing that I like about myself, I think I do a good job of making people feel seen and heard. Like, I think I do a good job of creating a safe space for people. Good communicator. I've been to therapy myself, working through any issues that I have, and so yeah, I think those things make me a pretty
They
good
say you
partner.
represented St. Louis well.
Okay, I'm glad that.
Bro, I'm not saying nothing about her as a woman. I'm saying about her as a partner. And I'm telling you why she 38 years old, attractive and single. And single to the point that she on the Kendra G show. She don't even have no suitors that she interested in. Men just can't stand to be around her. Listen, I'm not saying about nothing about her as a professional. I'm talking strictly about her as a mate, as a woman, as somebody that you can see yourself growing old with. I'm telling you, you're gonna keep looking.
That's the case.
Yeah, they say you represented St. Louis well. Okay, Jessica. You're 38. What's the age range you would date?
Um, I'd say between like 35, 45.
Could the guy have kids?
I'm okay with them having kids. If I'm being honest, I would prefer them have older kids. So, well, at
What's
least
the
older than
youngest?
10. I would say at least older than 10.
Older than 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want kids?
Bro,
I would be open to it. I think now at this point in my life, I do travel a lot. It is kind of nice being able to come and go as I please.
bro, you're gonna see you got a selfish woman here. I'm telling you. I promise you. Ain't nothing bigger than what she want. Never. Never. You don't know how many times I seen her.
I think if I got married though,
Bro, she present well. She do. I seen her a million times. That's how she listen, she got that allure. And then she gonna have that repel.
and my husband wanted kids, I would not just be open to it. You know how some people say like, "Oh, I'd be open to it," and it's more like sacrificing. It wouldn't be like that for me. If I became a mother, I'd look at it as a blessing. But if I don't end up having kids, honestly, I think that I'd be okay.
Okay. All right. So we got Jessica.
You see this woman, right, fellas? Men approach her. Now she older. And you can see she older. Men, they don't have much faith in her. The men in our area, they know. All right, they heard. All right, she hell on wheels. Trust me, fellas, you could go ahead and try to lock in with this if you want.
St. Louis, 38 Capricorn, Scrum Master, She has no kids, never married. She'll date 35 to 45. You don't have to be in St. Louis. She can relocate. Make between 70 to 80K. And let's do it. Are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
Yes, I am.
I'm about to say, I know you are because you seem very prepared, very put together. I like you, Jessica.
Thank you.
I'm gonna let her run hers, fellas, because it might be some of your boys that want to give her a shot. You know what I'm saying? And she ain't do nothing. I just know it. I just know what I see, and I know what I'm hearing.
Thank you, Kendra.
Okay.
I appreciate your time.
Let's see. What's your name on the app?
All right. So my name is Jess. So JESS _ Brown 87.
_ Brown.
87.
All right, fellas. Look, I'm telling you, for me, she a no, straight up. You know, I seen her too many times. But if you like her, go ahead and take a shot. But just keep your eyes open for the things I said. Okay, everybody, and we back swinging with Still Swinging, and I'm your host, Thomas, and we moving right along, family. We got my girl Kendra G back. All right, look, as always, family, you know I ain't seen much of this, maybe 15, 20 seconds of it. Look, she on the same planet with us, fellas. She looking for herself a man. Let's see if we can help her out.
Dallas, Texas.
All the pretty girls live in Dallas.
We do.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
25.
Yeah.
What you do for a living? Stop moving, boo.
Sorry.
What do you do for a living, baby?
So I'm a business coach. I teach like marketing, branding, social media, and I also own cargo vans and semi trucks.
Okay, so you're a business coach and you're an entrepreneur.
Yes, ma'am, for 5 years since I was 20.
Okay. Do you have any kids?
Mm-hmm. No.
No kids. And what's your zodiac sign?
A Sagittarius.
And have you ever been married?
No.
Never married.
No.
Okay. Janiah, Dallas, Texas, 25. Stop moving, love.
Okay, I'm gonna get in the light.
Okay, you gonna get in the light? You have good light. Well, I just want the light in your face.
Okay.
Okay. Janiah, Dallas, Texas, 25, Sagittarius, business coach, no kids, never married, entrepreneur. You looking good on paper. You looking good on the screen.
All right, family. First thoughts. Nice looking lady, attractive lady. You know what I mean? 25, no kids. You know what I'm saying? She sound like she on the right track. Let's see if she got some sense, fellas.
Thank you.
What kind of man you looking for?
Honestly, someone that's very motivated and driven. Somebody that believes in God. Let me say Jesus, okay? A man that believes in Jesus, a man of God, not a Christian man, because it is a difference.
Okay, break it down, because they always say, what does that mean? So what does that mean to you, believes in God and not Jesus?
Yes, so I would definitely say just a man that believes in Jesus. You know, Jesus died on the cross for our sins and things like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
A man that smokes. I say a man that smokes, a guy that he lacks emotional intelligence. A man that is not willing to try and put forth the effort. A guy who doesn't like date nights, because I love date nights.
Yo, every time they say that emotional intelligence, the word phony just popped in my mind. All right, she another phony. All right, she just repeating stuff she heard other people say. None of them know what that means. None of them can tell us what emotional intelligence means. All right, but they all just keep saying it, which lets you know it sound good to them. And when they try to explain it, it just keep not making no damn sense. So they stop and just keep saying it because they don't care if it makes sense. It sound good.
Getting pretty, going out, no clubbing. I don't like a guy that clubs and parties. Mm-mm.
Okay, no guys that likes to go to the club and parties.
No.
Should he look a certain way?
He got to be tall. I would say tall. Be a black man.
Ooh,
yeah.
Be a black man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A black man.
Should he make a certain amount of money?
So I make 130,000 a year. I would like him to make above six figures. If not, we could talk.
Bro, she a no. She came in here capping. All right. And listen, always whenever these entrepreneurs, there's always a lead up that you need to have all this money to talk to her. You need to have all this money to get to know her. You need to have over $130,000. And guess what? You're going to get this. You're going to get her. All right. She nice looking. She okay, fella. She attractive. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man. She 25 years old. She just following the lead of these silly old ladies. And she don't know no better. That's why she come on here sounding like a 304. Because that's what y'all sound like when y'all tell a man how much money he need to have to deal with you. You sound like a 304 because that's what she gonna tell you, how much money you need to have to deal with her. All right. And maybe you think men go around respecting 304s and taking 304 serious. Listen, y'all can have all the SLUT walks y'all want. We never gonna take a 304 serious. We not even wired that way. All right. And once you tell a man you hear about his money, he can't take this serious. He cannot take this serious from that point on. The minute you let him know you here for his money. All right, because if what a man make determine whether he gonna get to talk to you or not, why would he give a damn about talking to you?
About it, but as long as he's able to maintain his own.
So I know when people say six figures, they're usually talking about 100K, but six figures is 500,000 too. So when you say above six figures, do you mean a millionaire or do you mean within the?
No, he doesn't have to be a millionaire. As long as he has his head on his shoulders and he's making a decent amount to survive on his own, he's not struggling. He's not worried about rent being paid for the next month. So if it's not six figures, that's fine. But a guy who can maintain his own and live above, his means if he would like to.
You see how she walked that back? She just said I make 130,000. I would like a man that's making more. At least that or more. That's what she said. Now she done changed it all up. All right, she reading the comments. That's why she changed it up. She see those comments. All right, they getting in her ass, and they should be. You sound ridiculous.
Okay, okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. I might have to move again.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Do you want the guy to be in Dallas?
I'm willing to travel.
Ooh, you got a body. You look good, girl.
Thank you.
You got it going on, girl. Yeah. Okay. In shape. Listen, all I can say is what the
Pilates. I go to Pilates every day.
Okay. Yeah. Listen.
Look, all y'all say that, but look, it look nice, baby girl. We ain't taking that from you. All right, trust me, you could get yourself something. You could get yourself something you could live with. You could get yourself something you could rock out with, but you gotta get serious. You 25, and guess what? The next 5 years gonna go by a lot faster than the last 5 years. All right, you gotta get serious. All right, you up here talking crazy. All right, which is a representation of your thinking. Baby girl, don't come on here following these old chicks that you see get on the Kendra G show unless you want to end up just like them. You see they still on here popping that because ain't nobody paying them no mind. And once you start talking like that, the kind of guy you trying to attract, he ain't gonna pay you no mind because he ain't got to. Trust me, all of y'all looking for him.
You have a lot of the qualities that men tell me they want. You know, you are a good age, you have no kids, you've never been married, you're attractive, you're in shape. Yeah. This is what the men tell me they want all day, every day. So let's keep going. When was your last relationship?
Like 8 months.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
A while ago. Like, okay. Yeah, since that relationship.
3 flaws you have to work on.
I would say flaws. One will be definitely a little bit more patience. just a little bit, not a whole lot, but I would definitely say patience. Another flaw, something I'm trying to think. Um, kind of like just being more like slowing down a little bit, because since I'm a business owner, I'm always go, 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 go. I need to learn how to kind of like just
Little mama, stop telling us you're a business owner. It don't make you hotter. It don't make us think no more of you at all. That's not a good look. All right, because a man look at that and we think that means you're trying to tell us we need to be big and grand to get some of your attention. You keep saying you're a business owner. You working, baby girl. You working like the rest of us, and you ain't rich. Okay, listen. Let me explain something to you, baby girl. You got a lot going for yourself. You do. You are an attractive woman. All right, you are an attractive woman. You could do yourself something, but don't do yourself a disservice like go at no man talking to him about his money. If you see he don't have what you're looking for, then you just keep it moving. But absolutely under no circumstances do you come and present yourself like a 304 and then think a man can take you serious after you just done that. See, you're going to forget you've done that, but he not.
take a step back, relax, because I'm always on 10 all the time dealing with my clients. Another thing I would say, I'm trying to think. Um, I don't know. I can't think of another one.
Okay, well, we'll leave it at that for now.
Okay.
Although you always say if you can't think of 3 flaws, that is a flaw.
You're right.
Do you want kids?
I do. I do.
Could the guy have kids already?
I would prefer not. I would prefer not only because I really want to start my own family.
What's the age range you want to date? You're 25.
I would say maybe like 33.
33.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the oldest, or you want to start at 33?
The oldest is maybe like 35. I don't really know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Janiah?
Honestly, I'm a woman of God. I'm very.
Listen, these kind of decisions is important. You need to think about it. You need to think about these things. All right? You need to think about what you want and be reasonable. All right? Can you reasonably attain? Have your life told you you can reasonably attain the things that you asking for? You on the Kendra G show. So clearly your life ain't told you you can obtain these things. You need to adjust it.
Driven and motivated. Another thing is I know what I want in life. Another thing is I'm very firm on my boundaries, and I feel like a lot of women don't have boundaries, and I don't shift my boundaries for anyone. Another thing is I'm very good with family, with kids. I love my family. Me and my dad are like besties, so I do have my dad involved in my life. Same thing for my mom as well. Me and my mom are very close as well. I can cook. Okay, I know how to cook. I can make you some fried chicken, mac and cheese, also healthy stuff too. So I'm a cooker. I love working out. I believe in an active, healthy lifestyle. And I just believe I'm that.
Baby girl, I believe you got a lot of great qualities about yourself. I do. So don't go and shoot yourself in the foot. You ain't gonna give him a chance to see. He gonna put you in a category and it ain't gonna be no way to get out of it. He just not gonna take you serious. He gonna keep looking. And once he keeps still looking, he's still looking.
Girl, and I don't need validation from anyone because God has already confirmed that. So yeah.
Come on now. Jesus already confirmed she that girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Janiah, Dallas, Texas, 25, Sagittarius, business coach, entrepreneur, no kids, never married. All right, are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
No, I'm not.
Girl, you got to be on the app. Now I thought you were going to have it all the way together. Now that's the only way I can. And then come back on.
Okay.
All right, Janiah.
Hi.
How you change your
I
you
just
had a hair. Okay.
had put my thing on my
What is
head.
that?
It's, it's like a little cute beanie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Now you set up your profile?
I did. Yeah, I
Okay.
did.
What's your profile name on the app so these men can reach out to you, girl?
Okay, the Janiah K.
So THEJ.
TheJaniahK.
Well, let's try it again. THEJ.
JANI.
Oh, here it is. You
Mm-hmm.
like this is you?
Yeah, my real hair is curly. I only did this because I didn't want to deal with my curls. And people keep
Okay, so
saying
is your
her
hair
hair makes me
blonde? Okay, your hair is
bad.
like three different colors.
That's okay. I just went all blonde.
But your hair was black when we saw you a second ago.
Yeah, so I had black hair and then I dyed
Fair use, family.
it blonde. When I have my real curls are blonde right now. This
I'm so confused.
is
So this is
this is
your
a
real hair right
quick weave.
now?
That's my real hair on the picture.
So is that a wig you have?
Yeah, so this is a quick weave, but my real hair is
Oh, okay.
curly. Yes,
Okay.
I have curls. That's my natural hair.
Okay. I thought
Mhm.
that was your hair for some reason.
Oh
Okay, so this is a
no,
weave. Okay, so this is wait, we're gonna come see it. The curly hair is her real hair.
that's my
Okay.
real hair. Yeah.
Okay. All
Mhm.
right, here she is. Let me spell it out for the fellas. 25, no kids, entrepreneur. She's a cute girl in shape. I mean, she got all the things y'all tell me y'all want. It is Janiah. I'm gonna spell it for y'all. THEJANIAHK. THEJANIAHK. Janiah.
Saying something about my hair. It's not that I don't want to wear it. It's just a lot of maintenance. I just literally had this for like.
Look, family, I think she worth a shot. You know, fellas, look, if you bought it, look, I think you should get with her. You know what I mean? See what she talking about. You know what I mean? Maybe she got some sense. All right. Look, we okay, everybody, and we back swinging with still swinging, and I'm your host Thomas. And right up, family, we keeping it moving. All right, we got my girl Kendra G. As always, family, you know I ain't seen much of this. Maybe 15, 20 seconds of it. Look, she on the same planet with us. She looking for herself a man. Let's see if we can help her out, gentlemen.
What you do for a living?
I am an actress.
Actress. Okay.
Yes.
Bella, Dallas, Texas, 46 actress. Do you have any kids?
I have four boys.
How old are your four boys?
17, 8, 7, and 5.
17, 8, 7, and 5.
Yes.
All by the same man?
Yes. I was married. He passed away in 2020.
Oh, that's so sad. Also,
Yes.
you're a widow. I apologize. That's terrible. All right, so we got Bella, Dallas, Texas, 46 actress. Mount of four boys is a widower. Is a widow. What kind of man you looking for, honey?
I'm actually just looking for somebody.
First thoughts, family. Nice looking lady. Not a bad looking lady. Divorced mom of four, 46. That's gonna be a hard sell. You know she out for me, but I know I don't speak for all the brothers, so she might got some sense. Let's give her a shot, fellas.
That's down to earth, that's cool. I really don't have a big, I'm not big on, specifics, so
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
he can't have a small. That's about it. That's pretty much about it.
So he has to be packed.
Yes, definitely, yes.
Has to be packing. Has to be packing. Okay. Has to be packing.
I take that back. She a no way. She 46 years old. Can't grow up. She looking for some meatloaf. She looking for a good time. She thinks somebody should take her serious, but she only looking for a good time. What kind of man do she think will see some value in this? Baby girl, you 46 years old. You know how old your men are. You can't sell them sex. They ain't gonna buy that. Let's see what you know. Tell us what you know. All right, add some value. You got the floor. We waiting.
All right. Should he look a certain way?
No, it doesn't matter.
No, that's okay.
No.
Should he make a certain amount of money?
At least 80K a year.
Okay, at least 80K. So if he made less than 80K, should he not reach out?
I'm sorry?
If he made less than 80K, should he not reach out?
Oh, he can definitely reach out. That's not a problem.
You damn right. All she want is a big Johnson. All right, that's it. She looking for a good time, but want a man to be serious about her and invest in this. Now you want to know why she nice looking? She's single and she on the Kendra G show. She think men head screw on and off. She think they should get serious about her because she says she want that, not because she acting like it. She think they should just believe what she said and not what she done.
Okay, so it's just a preference, a minimum. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, my charger. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. Let's see.
They're what's on? Okay. I'm about to do it because they're telling me to look at your page. What am I gonna see if I go to your page?
I'm the long tongue goddess.
It's not bad, baby girl. And at 46 years old, that's the least of your problems. That's the least of the problems I'm seeing right now, baby girl. And that's not bad, though.
Okay, what is the long tongue goddess? I'm scared. Everyone's like, go to her page, go to her page. Okay, so let me go to your page.
Yes.
And I'll see what they want me to see.
It's pretty wild. You know, I'm not going to lie.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Okay, let's see. Oh, so you have a long tongue.
Yes, definitely.
But
Terrible display. Terrible display of a woman looking for love. Terrible display. This a representation of what you got for love. You're looking to get played with. Then you're going to get upset when men come and play with you. But look at how you represent yourself. You really wasted a good opportunity. You could have got up here and presented yourself because you know what you're facing. Okay, you facing the rest of everything alone. You got a chance to get up here, a real opportunity to present yourself to a broader audience market of men. And this what you brought us. This what you brought us, I'm taught. That's what you think you can sell a man at our age. I'm 52. You can't sell me box. You can't sell me sex. Are you serious? I ain't paying nothing for that. I ain't paying much for sex. Trust me. What is wrong with you? She thinks somebody should take her serious, fellas. Family, she thinks somebody should come in here and believe in this. Trust me.
I don't want to scare anyone away. I think the deal breaker, that's why I can't have anybody. Yeah, no, it won't work, Kendra. It won't. It won't work.
it won't work because of things that you want to do to him?
Possibly, yes. I mean, like, for me, that's like a turn on for me. You know, that's what I enjoy. I'm not going to lie, but it doesn't mean that I'm doing that with everyone. But that's just what I like to do. Everybody has their turn ons and turn offs, and that's my turn on. So, guess what, Kendra?
She a old vert, fellas. She a vert. You know what I'm saying? You've seen her before. She a old vert, fellas. Listen, she got an insatiable appetite. I wouldn't invest much here. She just gonna keep roaming. Trust me.
I have an identical twin sister as well. She's looking for love too. And we have the same thing.
Is she with you right now?
No, she's not. No.
What?
That
Did you hear her, fellas? She's looking for love too. She got tongue tricks. That's how she trying to find love, with tongue tricks. She 46 years old. She's supposed to know better. And then you wonder why these young ladies, forgive me, family, I live by the airport. Then our young ladies, they watch her. And you wonder why they think they could get up here and sell men sex workers. They watch her. And they don't understand that she alone. She been on this earth 46 years and she still don't know nothing about men. Nothing. She never cared, bro. She thought all they ever wanted was sex. Because that's all she want. She can't see past a good time, fellas. And you know, it ain't always about a good time. I don't know how many men you think looking for 46-year-old play toys. All right, you about to be a half a hundred. You ain't about to be nobody playmate. You either gonna add some value or you gonna be alone.
What is something coming out of your
that's
tongue?
me. That's
What?
spit. That's just spit. It's not a big deal. It's just spit, you know.
Okay, let me stop. I need to, okay.
Woosah, woosah. I know. It's a bit much, I know.
How long have you been dating for?
For about 3 years now.
When did your husband pass again?
In 2020.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let me get refocused. Okay, your last relationship, was it your husband?
No, it was a bad relationship, so I haven't really dated since then.
Okay, so they're telling me to ask you this because you said you are an actress.
Yes.
Did you mean you're an actress on OnlyFans?
Not exactly, sort of, kind of, but I've been in some movies that's on Tubi.
Are you on OnlyFans?
Yes.
Is that how you pay your bills?
Well, on OnlyFans, if anyone wants to go on there, it's not with me, and it's just on there by myself. Just doing tricks with my tongue, that's it.
Is that a good source of income for you?
Oh, definitely.
Do you make more doing that than your acting career?
Yes.
So why when I said what do you do, why didn't you say OnlyFans instead of actress?
I don't know. I think OnlyFans is acting as well.
She like that better. She ain't want to be a 46-year-old lady coming on here talking about she on OnlyFans. She know that would have sounded crazy, but y'all just busted her. It would have sounded crazy because it is crazy. She looking for a man. This disaster of a woman. This what she think a good man deserve. This what she want to bring him. And women that keep telling her she deserve a good man. Yeah, even her. With this nonsense. All right, this what she got to offer you. This misery. And for all this misery, you're going to get some fellatio. Oh, man, what a trade.
Because I do everything in the comfort of my home. I don't go anywhere. Just everything is in my home. So, yeah.
Oh God. Okay. 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 I'm trying to get it together. Trying to get it together. All right,
Yes.
back to you. All right.
Because if you go and tell women about this woman, they'll say, what woman, if you go tell her about a woman like her, she'll say, what kind of woman you deal with? Where you know these women? Where you get these women from? That's what she'll tell you.
When was the last time you was intimate with someone? You don't have to answer.
Maybe a few weeks ago.
She'll say, what kind of women you know?
Okay, they're telling me to ask you this question. You're actress. Are you an actress in adult films?
No, not at all.
Oh,
I do have a few movies that I'm in on Tubi, and actually some things that's going on with MTV. I can't really say, so I am an actress.
okay. And when was the last time you was
I don't know how much of that I buy that she ain't never been in an adult movie. I don't buy much of that at all.
intimate with
A
someone?
few weeks ago.
All right. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Sometimes I can never say no, and I'm very naive at sometimes, and I can be a bit of an introvert. And I was in radio too, Kendra, so I do admire that about you.
Thank you, honey. Thank you. Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
But no. I'm a great
Let her finish.
person. I'm a very cool person. I'm down to earth. I'm not picky. I'm not materialistic. I cater to my man. I have those old school values that my mom and my dad taught me. So
They ain't the old school values our parents taught us. Don't blame that on them. You think your daddy would be proud of you right now? You think your son would be be great to say that's my mom right there? Hey fellas, y'all see my mom? You think he would want to say that right now? You think your father smiling at you and thinking you doing a good job right now? You're not doing them a good service right now. You're not doing yourself a good service right now. You do know you're not just representing yourself, don't you? You are old enough to understand that you representing the people that love you the most, the people that you care about, the people who champion you. You representing them. All right. You representing for these women who come up here and think they can present themselves this way and still have a man take them serious. You're a representation of that. You're a reason why they think that they could get up here and give a man this and that he would respect it. Men don't respect 304s. Men don't respect women who carry themselves this way. They don't. You a good time. You was known as a good time, not a long time.
No one has answered the question like that in the 5 years that I've been hosting this show. Not one person has ever answered the question, why would a man be lucky to be with you with a physical activity?
Well, that's just one of the great attributes, I would say.
Okay. All right. Are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
No, I'm not. I will be by tonight.
All right. Download the.
Family, listen, if I was you, I wouldn't invest much here. Baby girl, you did yourself a disservice tonight. You could have came here and did yourself something. You came here, you didn't do yourself any good at all. I don't like the kind of men who gonna be in your inbox. They gonna have their Johnsons out. Girl, if you only knew. Okay, everybody, and we back swinging with Still Swinging, and I'm your host, Thomas. And today, family, you know we got it back up. We moving it right along. All right, my girl Kendra G. Listen, she on the same planet with us, fellas. She looking for herself a man. Let's see if we can make some assessments and help her find one.
Crystal.
Okay, so I'm about to train Trey. You can ask any other questions outside. Okay. So we always start with, what's your name? Where you calling us from, Crystal?
Ohio.
Okay. How old are you?
37.
Okay. And that hat is very interesting.
It is.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. I can see it more now. All right. Don't cover your eyes, though. Look like you got beautiful skin.
Thank you. I work on it.
Okay. Do you have any kids?
No kids, no.
Okay. Have you ever been married?
No.
And what do you do for a living?
Lawyer.
Oh, wow. What kind of lawyer?
Corporate law.
Oh, wow. Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
Aries.
Look good on paper. So we got Crystal, Ohio, 37, Aries, no kids, never married, corporate lawyer. So the first question you can ask her.
First assessment family, nice looking lady, real nice looking lady. You know what I'm saying? Real nice smile. You know, she 37. She an attorney. She look like that. She's single. She impossible. All right, I'm telling you. She look like that. She 37 years old. She's single to the point she on the Kendra G show. She impossible.
Crystal, you know what type of man you looking for?
Okay, you have to be financially stable because I don't want you coming in like ruining what I already have. Like I like to travel, I like to shop, I like Chanel, I like Dior. So you can't mess what I already have up.
Black women
Come in and add to it.
expensive.
What about Coach?
No, we ain't.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so let's.
She ain't wearing no Coach, bro. Look, I already knew all of this because I don't know about how much of a lawyer she is, but all of this was just to tell you, was the lead up to you need to have some big money. All right, same old song.
Okay, you started off with a lot of material things. This is an expensive bill. So how much money does this man have to make just to date you?
See, I don't like to put a number on it.
Girl, you just named Chanel, Dior. You like to travel. Chanel alone is like on a low end. Chanel is $5K on a low end.
Right. Okay. He doesn't.
You see her she reading the comments. They lighten her up. She get ready backpedal.
Have to buy it for me. No.
So why'd you bring it up? Yeah.
Because I like to buy those things. So if he's telling me like, don't buy this, you don't need to spend your money on this, then he's not going to be for me.
Okay, so let me just start here. What is there a number he has to make in order to date you?
Be financially stable.
So what's the number?
Cause could he make 60K and be financially stable and date you?
Bro, if he gonna let us spend it all up, because she telling you how, listen, let's just say she is a lawyer, all right, and she is making some nice money. Bro, she chopping through it, all right, and she gonna be expecting to chop through yours the same way she chopping through hers. And when you like, nah, ain't no goddamn way, you better get out my face, right? Then she gonna start talking crazy, and then you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm telling you, you think I'm playing. I've seen her before, trust me. Cutie on duty.
That depends on how he manages his money.
Let me tell y'all this, and I get it, but I really do feel like the money requirement is a hindrance because you name things that honestly at the end of the day, I get it, you like it, but he has to be okay with me buying a Chanel purse. He has to be okay with me buying Dior. He has to be okay with me traveling the world. Girl, okay, that's money. So I don't know what you're talking about, but that is a money requirement. That's not a character requirement. So let's just say a man loves down on you, but just can't afford a Chanel purse.
Yeah, he doesn't have to buy it for me, no. So but if I'm buying it, don't try to tell me not to buy it. Don't try to tell me don't waste your money on it.
That's not what she meant. Because it would have been no reason for her to even bring it up if that's what she meant. She not that silly.
Don't buy this. You don't.
She backpedaling. They was lighting her ass up in them comments.
Need this. He doesn't have to buy me it. No.
I do understand that, but okay. I mean, okay.
Okay, if we are going on a trip, he should want to pitch in, buy the ticket, pay for the hotel, pay for the food and the tickets or something. He doesn't have to match what I make. No. So that's why I won't put a number on it. I'll just say like be financially stable where you can go out, you can travel, and you're not depending on a woman to pay 100% of it.
Listen, she ain't gonna pay nothing. All right, she ain't paying none of it if you coming. All right, listen, that's why you there. Huh? QD on duty, fellas. You can't do nothing with this. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Okay. Okay. So the next question is deal breakers. What are your deal breakers, Crystal?
Deal breakers for me is don't love God. You are cheap. You are not educated. You can't hold a conversation. Bad hygiene, and yeah, that's it.
So can I ask, is someone cheap if they just can't afford it?
No. Cheap, like don't like to spend money. Cheap.
Wait.
But I mean, you said a whole bunch of expensive things. Traveling is expensive.
Listen, she wanna be able to chop through your paper. She don't want you to tell her no. You're gonna tell her beat it. All right, that's all you're gonna do. Listen, man, a pair of shoes, you done already been in there. All right, a bag, y'all done rocked out the weekend. All right, you ain't gonna want no more after that, anyways. You good? You feel me? Listen, you moving on. Like, bro, let me explain to you something. All right, she on here talking to the guys that don't pay her no mind. All right. She ain't going on no trip. She getting a pair of shoes. That's all. You know what I'm saying? But she hoping she could catch somebody with this nonsense. She just a cutie on duty, fellas. And she getting old. All right, she getting old. She on the Kendra G show. It's hard to sell this where she at now. All right, they ain't paying much for it.
You know, purses are expensive. All of these
Yeah.
different things. But if he can handle paying the bills, taking care of the home, is that considered cheap?
That's not cheap. No.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that's cheap. No.
All right. The next question. Does he have to look a certain way?
Does he have to look a certain way?
I'm 5'9".
Can it be plus size, taller, shorter?
Taller, healthy, focused on like his health, wellness, not sickly, somebody who's active. I like to ice skate, go biking, hiking. Yeah.
Okay. We got to the money question early. So the next question.
So you need to be this superstar, and she gonna call shots to you. You need to be ready for hiking and biking, and we ain't doing none of that shit. We ain't doing none of that shit. And you still gonna do what I tell you when you know it. Better stop playing. Girl, you could have came on here and got yourself something. You're a nice looking woman. But girl, come on, man. Stop that. Tripping.
Oh, it's Kendrick here. You gotta stand up and we gotta see your full body.
Oh, I'm in the car.
I know you gotta pull over. Okay.
I'm in the car. I don't know.
While she gets ready for that.
She got the white on.
I don't know. I can't get out.
No, why can't you stand out the car? You gotta get out the car, honey.
No, because my phone is on the charger. I guess I'll have to call back for it.
Girl, we almost done. So let me see. Let's see if you do look. So your phone. Okay, you look skinny. We can tell you're in shape.
Yeah, I'm in shape.
Okay. Okay.
What kind of car you drive?
Listen, cutie on duty. All right, she already know the attire. We need her looking nice. All right, it wasn't never gonna be no doubt what she looked like. You know what I'm saying? She going where the players at. She old though. She old. She been around too long. They ain't paying for that no more. All right, they coming at her 15 years ago now.
I'm in a GLB.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
See, she in the GLB and she needs you to pay that payment. Believe that. All right.
What's the GLB?
Mercedes GLB.
Oh, Mercedes. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
My friend is waiting.
S500.
What? What car? The S500?
Why you don't have the S500?
Oh no, S500. Nah, I like small SUVs like the Macans, GLB.
Yeah, that's too big for her, bro. You don't know what you're talking about. Hey, look, fellas, I'm telling you right now, you could try that if you want. I I wouldn't invest much in that. You know what I'm saying? She cool for the weekend. All right. That's about all you're gonna be able to take of her. All right, you're gonna be running. Okay, everybody, and we back swinging with still swinging, and I'm your host Thomas. And today, family, we got my girl Kendra G back up. We moving it right along. All right, family, as always, you know I ain't seen much of this, maybe 15, 20 seconds of it. Look, she looking for herself a man. Let's see if we can help her out, fellas.
I'm Mike. Hey, girl.
You ready, baby? Your hair color is pretty.
Thank you. Valentine Love Day.
Okay, what's your name, boo?
My name is Akila, but I go by AK.
AK, and where you calling us from? Try to stop moving, love.
Chicago.
Chicago, how old are you?
I am 28.
28. And what you do for a living?
I am a traveling nurse, but I write music and I rap on the side. It's like something I've always been into.
So you're a traveling nurse, you write music and you rap?
Yes.
Do you want to give us 20 seconds?
Do I want to give you 20 seconds of what?
Of you rapping.
Dang. Okay. Let me see. Damn. I kind of went blank. That's terrible. That's sad. I should be more prepared than that.
Okay. Well, that's okay. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Do you have any kids?
I have a little boy. He's a son.
How old is your son?
He's 4.
Why you not with the dad?
I'm not scared. Oh my God, they said I'm scared. I'm not. I'm just not. I'm just still getting used to a lot of things. I'm not with the father because it was kind of like a thing that we've dated, and I kind of like got out of the situation when I just felt like things just didn't go right. So when I decided to leave, that's when I found out.
That's when you found out. Okay. Okay. And what's your zodiac sign, AK?
I'm an Aquarius.
Huh? Aquarius? Okay.
Yeah.
Is your birthday just passed?
My birthday just passed. Yep.
Okay. So we got AK Chicago, 28 Aquarius. She's a traveling nurse. She also writes music and raps. Mom to a 4-year-old. Have you ever been married?
I have been proposed to 3 times, but I never went along with it.
3 times by the same person?
No. By
2 different men wanted to marry you?
First thoughts, family. Nice looking lady. Not bad looking lady at all. You know, 28, single mom. I don't know. She a rapper, and fellas, as always, when they got them kind of dreams, you know, I always tell you to come back to them after they pursue them. All right, she already a single mom. Let's see what exactly what she working
with. Yeah.
Okay, why'd you say no each time?
One of them, he had health problems. And it was kind of like he wanted to marry me just so he could like put me in his will, and I just felt bad about that.
Wait, so he was gonna die and he wanted to put you in the will? Did he die? He did. Okay.
I felt bad about it because I just felt bad and I didn't want to do it.
So you would have got money if he would have married you?
I would have got money. Were you guys dating? I feel like a lot of girls would have did it, but I just felt like I would rather marry for the right reasons other than that way.
Were you guys dating?
No, it was kind of like I met him at a bar because I've been like single, and I just went to a bar and I met an older guy.
You believe her, fellas? I don't know. I mean, yo, I like she do strike me as the type of person that got some integrity. She do, fellas. I know she a little hood, but she strike me as the type of a chick that got some integrity. But let's keep listening.
And I feel like he was looking for somebody to get interested in to do something like that. And I came across somebody like that. I'm looking for something serious, a long-term relationship. And here it is, we having cocktails, we having a drink, and he just, oh, I'm such and such age years old. I have a heart pulmonary situation going on, and he has a pacemaker. And it was very interesting to me. Because when we was talking, I'm like, well, I'm a traveling nurse. Like, he was like, well, I don't want a nurse. I want someone that can take care of me, and I'll put you on my wheel. And I was just like, oh.
So how long did you guys date for?
It was like maybe roughly 3 months.
And when did he propose to you?
Within 3 months.
So you guys were dating.
I cut it off right after that.
And when did he pass away after that, unfortunately?
So this was like,
I mean, most women would have used him. Even if she made this story up, most women, the story they would have made up wouldn't have went like that. She's smart enough to make up the right story if she made this up. But I'm going to assume for the sake of argument that she telling the truth. All right, listen, I mean, you know what I'm saying? She earning some points over here, fellas. What y'all think? I know she got the red hair, but yo, you could talk to her about that. All right, listen, you could get her to see it your way.
3 years ago. So he passed away. I don't know. Because I got in cool with his sister. So she told me he passed away roughly like 8 months to a year.
Okay.
Yeah. After we stopped talking. And she was just like, he passed away. Like, he talks about you all the time. Yeah. I kind of felt kind of slow for not. Oh, my phone. Let me put my phone on the charger. I kind of felt slow after not taking the offer because the fact that his family was like in contact with me and wanted to talk to me, I was like, well.
How much older was he?
67. So very much older.
Oh my God.
He did not look like it. He did not look like it. Like, he didn't even have gray hair, gray beard. He didn't have none of that. He didn't look like it. He was a very tall, handsome guy. He did not look.
Kendra don't like that. All right, she don't like when these young ladies talk to these older men. She like when she want the young ladies to come on here and say, we don't want y'all. So they could talk to her. She think that'll make them talk to her. All right, that's why she don't like. She got questions for the young pretty girls who like older men. Too many questions.
Like it. So I'll give him that.
Okay, so that was the first guy. What was the second guy that proposed?
The second guy, he was shorter than me.
How tall are
I
you?
was like, no. I'm 5'5".
How tall was
So
he?
he was like, he seemed like he was like 5'3", maybe 5'2" or something. But he was really nice and really genuine. And that's the thing, like, I don't want to go off of like height, but I think us girls as us taller girls or whatever, we don't want to like look down.
So how long did you date him for?
I don't know, child. You making me go back. I guess I'll give him like 8.
Come on, girl, you sound like my daughter. You gotta give me a better reason than that. And that dude was taller than her. But I get it, he's shorter than you, and you, baby girl, come on. I ain't gonna hold it against you.
8 months, 6 to 8 months.
So you dated him 6 to 8 months and he proposed. Now the last guy, was it your child's father?
It should not take. Yeah. It should not take that long. It should not take that long for a guy to know if he want to marry you. Okay, notice that.
Okay, but let's go to the third proposal. That was your child's father?
Oh, no, he wasn't.
Okay, so who's the third guy that proposed?
The third guy was someone that I dated after my child's father. So after I broke up with him, because me and my child's father, we used to like work together. After that, I ended up dating someone while I know people probably gonna judge me while I was pregnant, but this was an old friend that I used to work with just as well. Excuse me. And he just felt like, dang, I thought by the time you had a baby, you would be married. People would, it would be like your husband. Like, everybody was kind of thinking like by the time I got married, because the type of girl that I am, like, people that know me, they know that I wouldn't just be with anybody. This was a surprise to myself, but I just didn't want to go through the riffraff of like not having a kid and going through like the whole abortion thing or whatever. I don't know if we could say that on TikTok, but yeah, so he kind of like grown king to me, and he started taking care of me and the baby while I was with child.
So he was dating you while you were pregnant.
Yeah.
So you broke up with your child's father while you were actually pregnant.
Yeah. Well, this was before I found out. Before I found out that I was with child, me and him broke up.
Okay.
All right, I ain't liking this at all. I ain't liking this at all. This very unladylike. This very unladylike, young lady. No, 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 no. You can't be doing nothing like that. You can't. You.
When I found out we was trying to kind of make it work, but I kind of didn't want to make it work. I actually didn't want to go through with it because I felt like I didn't want to be a single mother. People just don't know like how hard that is. Like I've seen my sisters do it. I've seen a lot of women do it. It's not an easy thing. I didn't want to go through that. So I end up eventually we came to an agreement like, yeah, we're going to do it. And it just didn't work out, but it was people that knew me. And when I would post it on my Snapchat, I'm a very private person. I don't know if you see my page. I'm kind of private with things. And like on my Snapchat, people that knew me that I worked with, they was like, I can't believe you're pregnant. Like, who was the father? You getting married? People thought I was getting married and everything. I'm like, no, this is not that type. This is not that type of thing. You're not
Okay,
getting.
so but real quick, because I gotta go to the regular questions. I just want to package this last one. So this guy was dating you while you were pregnant, and he proposed too.
Mm-hmm.
So why'd you say no to him?
Here's gonna be the crazy part. So he was a very good provider. Everything was fine, but it just seems like when it came down to when I was ready to actually move to the next step sexually, it was an issue. So
You didn't want to have sex?
I didn't want to right away. It was an issue for him that I didn't want to be sexually active like super soon. And
But you said that he proposed.
yeah, but this was like before that. So this was before that. And we end up having that type of thing, but it was not like on my own terms, if that makes sense.
So, kind of, sort of. So you're saying he wanted to have sex, you didn't want to have sex. Y'all end up having sex, and then he proposes to you.
This was like after a while. He got an attitude about it. He was like, I don't feel like I'm the man because it's nothing that I do pleases you. It makes me feel like you don't want to like be.
So if that was how he felt, why did he propose to you? So he proposed to you after he was upset?
Yeah, but not directly after. This was like after.
Fellas, what y'all think about this story? Because I ain't buying it. You know what I mean? You kept sleeping with him, and you saying, I don't know, she turning things around. She had a lot of points. You know, she had a lot going for her. Now she a mess. Now she a mess. Now I'm getting to look into the mind of her. All right, the mind of her is manipulation. It was all good while he was paying it. And then when he felt like he wanted something from her, she started acting like she had a problem with him. You feel me? That's what I'm getting. And now I don't know. I don't like to call it that. And I ain't even gonna get into what she said. I'm just saying she kept moving forward with him after that. Why? Because he was paying.
After the fact. So after this happened, we kept dating. We kept seeing each other. Me being the person that I am, I liked him for who he was. He didn't mind taking care of me. He took care of my son. We had a good relationship. So I kept seeing him. But as far as like gaining feelings for him, I couldn't.
Because you wasn't never attracted to him. You was never attracted to him. All right, you was just playing with him. You ain't want to have sex with him. You had to have sex with him to keep getting those things from him. Keep getting your son provided for. You was using him, but you on here displaying yourself like some victim. And this the stuff I'm talking about. Nobody gonna ask her the obvious questions like, why didn't you stop? Because you like the things that you like, the benefits it was getting you. You just didn't like having to do nothing for it.
Not gain feelings for him because It was just how our sexual encounter had ended up.
Okay.
It's like you made me feel like I had to do something just to make you feel like you were the man. Cause his specific words was, I don't feel like the man.
Okay, I got you.
So the thing is, he told her he wasn't gonna keep taking care of her if he ain't get nothing he wanted. If he wasn't gonna get what he wanted, because she would have never gave him nothing. Trust me, she would have been giving it to some dude who won't got nothing and ain't about to do nothing for her or that kid. That's who she would have been giving it to while he taking care of her. She looking for a slow dude. She looking for somebody that's gonna let her run this. You see how at first she presented herself one way, but then all you had to do was let her talk and she tell you exactly who she is. That's what just happened, fellas.
He
I
missed
got
our
you.
fight because he felt like that.
Okay. 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 AK Chicago, 28 Aquarius, traveling nurse, writes music rap, mom to a 4-year-old, never married, proposed to 3 times. What kind of man you looking for?
I'm looking for a guy that is a generous guy that knows how to provide and protect, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, for me, it's more of a connection. When you know you meet somebody that you actually want to talk to, you actually want to build something with.
What she mean, fellas? He gotta have all of that stuff in place and he gotta be cute too. That's what she's saying right now. He need to have be the Superman and plus he need to be cute. All right, that's what she's saying. So he could get a rapper, a traveling nurse rapper, a baby mama, you know what I'm saying, with red hair. That's what he gonna get for being this hellified ass dude. He gonna get her.
Not trying to put me to work. I have my own dreams. You have your own. We're gonna inspire each other and grow together. Like, I don't have time for the forcefully sexual role. I don't have time for the super all these baby mamas, all these kids. I have one son, so I don't want to be met with a bunch of children behind. I don't want to be nobody's stepmother. I don't want to be friends with your baby mama.
But she gonna want you to be the stepdaddy. Believe that. Oh, she gonna want you to be the stepdaddy, but she don't want to be nobody's stepmother, and she thinks she gonna have this awesome dude that she could call all these damn shots to, and she dreaming. She dreaming. It's gonna happen for you since you came on the Kendra G show about as much as it happened for you already. That's how much you gonna get this. I thought you was get ready to present yourself. All right, you did yourself a disservice. Man, I thought we was get ready to get something we could, bro. Man.
Don't care about it.
So if he has kids already, you don't want to be friends with his children's moms.
If he have a bunch of children, obviously no, but obviously if he can like afford to have all these kids and me, there should be some type of respect line between that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about deal breakers?
Deal breaker for me would be making under 6 figures.
So if he made 90K, don't reach out to you.
If he made 90K and he worked every day, I feel like guys like that, they kind of want somebody to move in with them and build off of what they have going on. They're not gonna like invest in your dreams, invest in like what you have going on. So no.
So he has to make at least 100K.
She needs somebody to come invest in her dream as a rapper. She wants you to take your money and invest it in her dream as a 28-year-old baby mama rapper. Traveling nurse. I'm sorry. Apologize, fam. She wants you to invest in this. She think after talking like this, a man would come and believe in this. You know who spawned this? That lady a couple videos back, the tongue lady. She showed these ladies that it don't matter what you present to men. You should still be able to get a good man. She thinks she should, after presenting herself this way, she should get a man serious about her. She believed this. What kind of man you think could believe in this? Some chick that just told him, listen, bring me your wallet. You ain't nowhere near fine enough to be talking like that. All right, you all right, baby girl, and you had it for what you was doing at first. But yo, you all tattooed up. She looking for a D boy. All right, trust me. All right, who ain't never gonna take her serious? Because let me tell you something. They get way hotter than you, baby girl.
Probably over that.
And they want the same thing you want. So who you think I'm taking if they just coming for my pockets? I'm gonna take the hottest one, and that ain't gonna be.
Okay, so what's the minimum? Just tell me what the minimum is.
Like a half a mil.
He has to make 500K.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has to make 500K.
Yeah.
Anything less than that, don't reach out to you.
Yeah.
Okay, what else are your deal
Hold
breakers?
on.
Huh?
As far as
They gonna be in our inbox with their shirt off. All right, they gonna be in our inbox with their shirts off, fellas, and you know it. All right, bag of weed and some Hennessy, and you will listen to this. You know what I'm saying? Listen, the tattoo guy get it for nothing. All he give us is some ink.
kids, like when it come down to kids, I just feel like if you have a lot of kids that live with you, like there are men that have kids that live with them. I feel like if your kids live with you, then that means you had a bad taste in women. So I don't want that.
Do you make 500K?
I make 80.
Oh, you make 80K.
Yeah.
Listen, I wouldn't believe she make the 80. I believe she make the county, the government. I believe she make the government, and I believe she rap on the side and sing on the side. But I believe the rest of it come from the good old government. All right. Listen, she a hood booger. You know what I'm saying? And listen, if I was you boys, I wouldn't invest much in this. She had it for. Hey, she had your boy for about 20 seconds, didn't she, bro? Man, I'm telling you, all you gotta do is listen, fellas.